Hi guys. Okay, so why do my makeup? I wanted to talk about my oldest son a little bit. He is not diagnosed, but he is potentially on the autism spectrum. Seemingly a very low end of it, but still, like I can't really handle him in traditional, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to start potty training. It's he's 3 and it's a little bit of a challenge, I would say. If anybody can relate to the same thing, like not a diagnosis, he's on the waiting list. So if you can relate to that and your child has, I think what it's called is default verbal learning process time. That's what it is. So he memorizes everything that he hears and memorizes everything that he watches and all the songs and everything, and it just takes him a while to connect two and two together when it comes down to like what the meaning is to what he's memorizing, if that makes sense. So with that being said, we have him in occupational therapy and speech therapy 3 times a week, and it seems to be helping. He really loves going. We had to switch therapists at first because the first one didn't work for us, and sometimes that happens and you just have to be your kid's advocate and switch. So I switched, and he loves his therapist now, and he's about to start school in August, but he loves her. And I don't know, like, what are more tips to kind of get him into wanting to go to the potty. Like, so to say, I want to go potty, but that's from watching TV. And I mean, I talked to him about the potty and I like sit him on the pot. Doesn't want to go on the potty, So does anybody have any advice for that? Or even like any it doesn't even have to be potty training advice, but anything like fun that you take your like autistic kid to go do. Like my mom has a pool, so we take him to swim lessons every Saturday, and he probably goes to her house to swim like a couple times a week. And he has like this autism like spinning chair, a bunch of like little sensory things off of Amazon. I just like to have a lot of different options, but some things work for some kids better than others, and he likes like sensory things. He has a whole bunch of different things. Like I bought him a trampoline for his birthday. He's got like these little things like like the sand but that thing, he's got like a couple of those, but they're different things in it, like things that go down, like little racetracks. He's got little things like that, but anything that like specifically helps like sensory issues and like helping to focus and just things that make like his brain connect 2 and 2. Because you see them put something in one thing and then it comes out the other end, then it helps their brain connect that like, all right, when I do this and with one thing, then this outcome happens, and it helps that connect them with real life. Like when real things happen, this happens afterwards. It kind of helps them connect like danger concepts, social cues, things like that. Kind of helps them put 2 and 2 together, and it's definitely helped him learn. And even if you have any TV shows that your kids watch, my son loves Color Crew, and he loves the Vocabulary Bird. It's a spinoff of Color Crew, and Miss Rachel, and he's just starting to get into the SpongeBob movie. Finally, he's into something else. He loves Mickey. Anything else? I tried Bluey, I tried Blippi, and he wasn't really feeling them. But the Crew thing is kind of like a Tom and Jerry type of show, and I think that's why he likes it. It's kind of like sensory but quiet, like not too much, not overloaded. Yeah, just sending love to everybody who has an autistic child, no matter what part of the spectrum they're on. Like, it's gonna be challenges and ups and downs, and God only gives autistic children to the strongest mommies who can handle it. So comment down below anything that helps you and has helped your journey. Like I said, my son's only 3, so I'll love to have some tips on how to make the ride easier and as easy as possible, so that eventually, hopefully, you can like go to school and not be on like an IEP or anything like that. And that's just the goal, to have like the best benefits for your kids. So yeah, let me know.